Today I'm going to show you guys how I make a ton of credits every single day in Injustice 2 Mobile. Now, if you look at this guide right here, it actually looks like a very long and complicated process. However, I promise you it's not. It's very simple and it's very quick. Before we start, I would really appreciate it if you guys hit the like and subscribe button, as this video took me a long time to make because there was a lot of math involved. So again, I would really appreciate it if you guys hit the like and subscribe button. But with that being said, let's start the video. So because not every game mode pays you credits every single day, what I did is I would take the amount of credits that I make in that game mode and I would divide it by the time frame. So for example, if every other day we got a bonus of 500 credits, that would mean that it would take me 2 days to make 500 credits. So to boil it down to how much I would make in one day, I would just divide the 500 by 2. It's a very simple process. I explain more about this in every single game mode as I go throughout the video because I wanted to make sure that you guys understand absolutely everything. I know that math isn't everybody's strong suit, so I promise you that I explained everything in depth. But now let's get started. So first and foremost, we're going to look at the daily challenges because these are actually really simple. And chances are you usually run through these things without even noticing them every single day. Now, if you add up how many credits you can get off of these, it's only 5,500, which isn't too much. However, over time, if you start doing these every single day, you can get a substantial amount of credits. It is super simple. It's probably going to take you 20 minutes. I don't know. You're usually, like I said, going to do these without even noticing them. So yeah, this is a really quick way of making 5,500 credits every single day. Now, moving on to operations. I made a really big exception in operations because I feel like the average player shouldn't have to log into the game every single hour just to refresh their operations. So what I decided to do is I just decided to calculate this whole credit thing with just 10-hour operations. I feel like it is a lot simpler to just do the 10-hour operations, take your credits, and not have to worry about constantly logging in. I know some of you are going to disagree with me on this and say that, shorter operations are way better because if you put it into the same time frame as 10-hour operations, you actually end up getting more credits and more gems. And that is actually true. However, we're going to be looking at the credits today, not the gems. And in terms of the credits, also, it's not that much worth it. You're not going to be getting that much more. And yeah, it is really a pain in the butt to have to constantly be logging in unless you actually, play the game a lot. But we're going to be going off of just, casual players. So we're going to be calculating this with 10-hour operations, which is 17,400 credits for just the 3 operations that you get and only refreshing them once a day. I'm not going to calculate refreshing it twice a day because I'm the type of person that's kind of like a pessimist, right? I like to calculate for the worst possible situations. That way, everything else is extra. So, yeah, if you really wanted to do this and wake up in the morning or something like that and refresh your credits again, you can get double because it's 10 hours. So, double would be 20 hours. You would still have 4 hours left in the day. But again, we're just going to calculate you only doing this once a day. That way, it is a lot easier on you guys, which is, again, 17,400 credits. Now we're going to be moving on to campaign, and this is where it's going to get a little bit obvious and a little bit difficult. And you'll see what I mean. So we're just going to calculate you guys only getting 150 energy every single day. We're not going to be taking into consideration you constantly logging in and using energy as soon as it's ready to go, because again, that would take a long time for you guys, and it's just a hassle you don't really need. So only 150 energy per day. All right, if we take 150 energy that you get every single day, that would be about 16 fights of Battle 24 on normal. Now, you don't want to do this on Heroic because in Heroic, you make about 6,000 credits. Now, that sounds great, but it costs 18 energy. With normal, you're getting 4,325 credits, but it only costs you 9 energy. So this is a way better deal for your buck. It is a lot better to go on Heroic to get extra gear material. However, again, we're just going to be looking at credits. So if you were to fight 16 battles of Battle 24 on normal, that would be 4,325 credits times 16, which equals 69,200. Now, we're also going to be taking into consideration the 90 extra energy you get from logins and arena daily challenges, which is once you fight 3 battles in arena, you get an extra 30 energy. So with 90 extra energy from those challenges, you get 10 more fights of the same battle, which would mean it would be 4,325 times 10, which equals 43,250 credits. All right. Now, this is where, you can pick whatever you want to do. And this is going to be a little bit obvious. This is the obvious part. Now, let's say that you spent only 100 gems on extra energy. That's all you want to spend. That would give you 300 extra energy, obviously, because you're going to be refreshing your energy twice. Okay. Now, if you're doing it twice, you're going to be getting twice the rewards as originally. So you're going to be having 32 fights, which is going to equal 4,325 times 32, which equals 138,400. In total, if you were to do it this way, you would only spend 100 gems. You would still get the 30 gems from the daily login. You would have to fight 3 battles in arena, and now you're getting a ton of credits. You're getting in total 250,850 credits by only spending 100 gems. Again, if you wanted to refresh one or two more times, that's great. It will make the process of getting more credits faster. But personally, I like to just keep it at wasting or using 100 gems on extra energy. All right, now we got the complicated stuff out of the way. Now let's talk about raids. This is going to be assuming that you're fighting raid 6. So in raid 6, every single time you defeat a sub boss, you're getting 15,000 credits. So because there's 4 sub bosses, obviously, you're going to be getting 60,000 credits for defeating the 4 sub bosses. Now you get an additional 20,000 credits for defeating Brainiac, which in the end means that you're going to be getting 80,000 credits every single 3 days, because raids is every single 3 days. Now, because we're going to be calculating how many credits you get in a day, we have to divide the total amount by 3 days, which means that you're going to be getting a total of 26,667 credits per day. Moving on, every single Sunday, we get the resource mission for credits. So we're going to take all of the credits that we make in that one day, and we're going to be dividing it by 7, because there's 7 days in a week. And that way we get to calculate how many credits we get in one day. So let's say that every single fight you get 10,000 credits. All right, that's just for one fight. That means that for 3 fights, you're going to be getting 30,000 credits. Now, every single time that you fight 3 fights in resource missions, you're going to have to refresh. But because the first time is free, and because you get to fight resource missions 4 times, that means that the last 3 times you're going to be spending 20 gems to refresh, which in total is going to be 60 gems. However, if you take the same multiple of only getting 10,000 credits every single battle, that means that in the end, you're going to leave with 120,000 credits weekly. Now, again, we're going to divide this into daily. That would be 17,142 credits every single day. And that would mean that you're spending 60 gems a week. However, if we were to calculate that into daily as well, that would only be 8.6 gems daily, which is ridiculously low. This is a really great deal. Last but not least, Arena. I felt that a good middle ground would be assuming that you guys can make it up to Elite 1. It's not that high of a division, and if you do make it up to Elite 1, you're going to be making 2,500 credits daily. Now, this doesn't really make that much of a difference, because the real money is in the milestone rewards. So, assuming that you can fight all 50 battles, which isn't that hard, and assuming that your account level is over 65, which is, again, not that hard. This game has been out for quite a while, and leveling up your account is really, really quickly. This means that you're going to be getting 90,000 credits every single 3 days. Now, if you take the daily credits that you get off of being in a certain division, and you divide the 90,000 credits into 3 days, or sorry, if you divide the 90,000 credits by 3, so that way you can find out how many you're making every single day, that means that every single day you'd be making 32,500 credits. Again, this is a really simple way to make a lot of credits, and I did not even notice that Arena actually gives you this many credits. Now that we finished calculating how many credits these modes give us, we can add them up. In the end, you end up with 350,059 credits every single day for the low price of 108.6 gems daily. Now, of course, for you, certain situations might be a little bit different, so the amount of credits you get might not be exactly the same. However, I took a really pessimistic look into how to make a lot of credits every single day, because that's my favorite way to look at things. If you look at things as in a pessimistic view, you're never really disappointed, and it also helps apply this method to everybody else. I can't tell you guys that, if you spend 700 gems every single day, you're going to be making 1 million credits every single day, because that's unrealistic. That's way too optimistic. So for me, I would rather look at the bad side and have everything else be good, rather than just focusing on a good side and having everything turn out bad, because, the way that I'm looking at things is a little too unrealistic. So again, I try to apply this situation to almost everybody by taking a pessimistic look at these situations. Now, believe me, spending only 108.6 gems daily is very, very pessimistic, because I think everybody should at least be able to do that, especially when you look at my video on how to make 300 gems easily every single day. 108.6 gems is really just pocket change. And when you're getting a really high reward like 350,000 credits every single day, I think it's worth it. There's a lot of different ways to make credits, in addition to these ones that I've showed you here. But I didn't take all of them into consideration. It would just take way too long. But yeah, this is a really simple way on how to make a lot of credits every single day. Now I know there's going to be somebody who says, "Wow, you just pointed obvious facts," and yes, I did, because that's one thing I really love about math. It is very obvious. A lot of people just don't like to do the math. So today I just wanted to show you guys, just a very basic way on how to be making a lot of credits. And if you really want to speed up the process, you can buy Sims. And if you want to really get a lot of credits off of Arena really quickly, you can just fight those 50 battles of low threat teams. That's going to go by very, very quickly. If you just want to apply your King of Atlantis Aquaman and that's it, and then you fight like the lowest threat team, that's going to be a really quick fight. It's not even going to take you a minute. It's probably going to take you like 30 seconds. The loading screen is going to be a lot longer than the fight itself. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways. Like I said, there's probably going to be other ways where you can get these credits a lot quicker. But this is just what works for me, and I hope it really works for you guys. This did take quite a while, so I hope you guys hit the subscribe and like button. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a good day and stay safe and stay clean.